So let's look at how to change our default journal file. Open up your journal file wherever it's located. Once it's open, go to File, Open, and I'm going to go to where my journal folder is, which I keep in my C drive under Program Files. And then I need to find my journal folder and go to Templates and open the default.jag file. This is your default journal file. So you change this and save it, and then that is now what it will open when you click on the journal icon. So the first thing that I notice that I don't like is that this screen is not maximized. So I'm going to click Maximize up here in the top right corner. And the next thing I want to do is click the Fit With button, because you can see the page stops right here. We're not utilizing the full screen. So the Fit With button is this middle magnifying glass. Click that, and now the page goes all the way over to the right hand side of the screen. Okay, so that's the first thing I want to change. The next thing I want to change is my paper background. I don't like the ruled paper. I've used it. I prefer plain paper, so I go to Format, Paper and Background, and under Paper you can see where it says ruled right here. I'm going to click on this list arrow, and you can choose lined paper, you can choose plain paper, and you can choose graph paper. I'm going to use plain paper, which is just white, and click Done. Okay, another thing that I don't like is that my pen choices right now are only black, blue, and red. You have other choices right here, but it takes time to click on this list menu and choose one. So there's a way to add two more colors to this toolbar, green and magenta. It's actually not very easy, so pay close attention. Go to File, Manage Internal Files. We want to change the Toolbars file. So go choose Toolbars, and the buttons on this toolbar are on the bottom toolbar. So we're going to modify the bottom toolbar. So I'm going to save the current bottom toolbar file to the desktop. The desktop you can choose quickly by choosing this house icon and click Save. Exit this dialog. Now we're going to go back to the desktop and modify this bottom toolbar file that we just saved to the desktop. So double click it. It doesn't know what to open it with, so any text editor will work. I prefer WordPad over Notepad. There are several out there. So I'm going to double click WordPad to open it. And here is everything on the bottom toolbar in Journal. Right here you notice black, blue, and red. I want two other colors immediately following those on the toolbar. So green will give me a green pen button, and magenta will give me a magenta pen button. I believe those are the only two that are built into the program that you can actually do this for. So I need to save this file now. Click the disk and close it. I'm going to now open my journal file back up, and now I need to load that file we just created. So I'm going to go back to Manage Internal Files. I'm going to go to my toolbars. My bottom toolbar, I'm now going to open the file I just created, which is on the desktop. So click the house icon, click bottom toolbar, and click Open Toolbar 2. Now if you notice up here, you have black, blue, red, green, and magenta pens, and you don't have to choose those other two colors from the list menu here. So exit this dialog, and let's make some other changes. Now the default in Journal is the black pen, which I like, but it's the medium thickness. So I'm going to change that to fine. I prefer the fine thickness. Okay? But now I have to make that my default pen by going to Tools, Choose Pen, and you can see I have the fine black pen here. I'm going to set my default right there. Now my default pen is the fine black pen. Another thing that I like is there's a ruler feature here, which we'll explore in another tutorial. I prefer to use the sticky ruler. That way, if I'm drawing straight lines, I can continue drawing straight lines until I turn off the ruler. Otherwise, you have to click the ruler icon every time you want a straight line. Okay, make sure you have a blank screen because you want every file to come up blank, and now you can save your default. Okay, so close this. And let's go ahead and delete that bottom toolbar file. We don't need it anymore. So click it and hit the delete button. Now open your Jarnal program, and it should look like the default that we just saved and closed. Good. It fits the width of the screen. We have the pen colors we added. My default pen is the fine black pen, not the medium black pen, and I'm set. So feel free to modify your default settings however you like. You might want to play with Jarnal first to decide what you want, and then you can use these same instructions every time.